Holy cow! Holy cow!
Hello, one and all, and welcome to our campaign live stream. My name is Kat Abagazale, and I'm running for Congress in the 9th District of Illinois. We are going to get to our guest, the one and only Brennan Lee Mulligan, in just a moment, but a few housekeeping updates. We might have some new folks here, so if this is your first time, welcome. Basically, we decided to do campaign fundraising differently. We are sick of calling rich donors and instead decided to ditch this thing called call time, which is how campaigns get a lot of, if not the majority of their money, by dialing rich people all day, every day. And instead do live streams where we talk without a script and we play video games and we talk to fun people. And sometimes, as you've seen people in the chat mention stickers, we have stickers. Not this stream, but on Sunday we will. So if you want to be a part of this and show that campaign fundraising can be different and support a campaign that is not supported by billionaires, corporate PACs, or Republican-funded PACs, just by people like you, you can donate at catforillinois.com/stream. I can't speak. catforillinois.com/stream. You'll hear that holy cow sound, and we'll get to shout you out. We also have our heater meter. I don't know how to point. Our heater meter, which is named in honor of my cat Heater, which shows us when we get to our goal. And when we reach our second goal, our stretch goal, we usually let chat pick. But in honor of this stream, we'd love to announce that our special goal today is that Asha will be DMing a one-shot campaign if we reach that second goal. So some campaign updates in the meantime. We've got a big weekend coming up. This past weekend, we had our largest canvas launch of all time. We knocked over 2,000 doors, reached over 3,000 people. To all of our volunteers who helped do that, thank you so much. Our phone banks have been reaching tens of thousands of people. Thank you for that. If you want to join our volunteers, you can be either in Illinois or from anywhere else. You can do so at discord.gg/catforillinois. You can phone bank from anywhere in the country. So our big weekend this week on Friday, we have our party, which is titled "Our Lawyer Made Us Change the Name of This Show." It's going to be at book club, and we're also using it as a winter gear drive because our campaign is geared towards using mutual aid to connect with voters. So bring any coats, gloves, hats, scarves, any winter gear that you aren't using anymore. Consider bringing it to our party. We have a DJ, we have drag, we have a band. It's going to be a lot of fun. On Saturday, we have a canvas launch out in Buffalo Grove. You can join us by going to discord.gg/catforillinois or catforillinois.com/events. And then we have our streamathon on Sunday, which is going to be very fun. We are streaming for 6 hours straight. And we will, we have lots of goals. We're going to have matching segments. We're going to bake stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, anyone else ready for our guest? I know I am. Let me call him. Ugh. No, Discord, stop doing things. Stop doing things. Just let me do this. There we go.
You don't want to see your Discord recap?
I don't want to see my Discord recap.
Kat, how's it going?
Oh my God. Hello. How are you? This is crazy.
I'm doing This is crazy. I'm so excited to be here. How are you?
You can't say that to me. I'm a huge Dimension 20 fan. So is like everyone in my life. I think we told you, but Asha, we hired her because she's extremely competent, but we became friends because of Dimension 20. And our goal for this stream, if we reach our stretch goal, she will be DMing a campaign, a one shot on stream. So we got to hit our goal today.
Oh my God! Wait, describe for me what the stretch goal is? How far are we from the stretch goal?
So
how do we make the stretch goal happen?
We have a $4,000 goal for each stream, but today we're going to have a higher stretch goal, and if we reach that, that will be I believe 8K today, Asha.
Go for it.
Yeah, 8K for our stretch goal. We have 2 hours, so no stress. We're going to be asking people to donate. But in the meantime, I know you're not really into politics, and like you don't really know a lot about politics. So how are you feeling about the news today?
I presumed that this is some sort of celebrity chat gossip show. Where am I? What's happening right now? No, this is delightful. I see my reputation as someone who, puts the B in subtle and includes a lot of polemics in my D&D precedes me. It's an honor.
So have you been on a lot of live streams? I assume you have, considering you've live streamed campaigns and you have a very online audience. But have you live stream campaign fundraised before?
I don't know if this counts, but the last live stream experience I had was not really, it wasn't broadly streamed. I was on a Zoom phone bank for the mayor-elect of New York City. Oh baby, was that a hoot and a holler. I love phone banking. And it was my first time phone banking in a minute, so it was also really fun to call up my home sweet home, my fellow New Yorkers, just to hear. And I only got chewed out twice, which that was pretty good.
Congrats. Did you have anyone on the phone bank that was like, damn, this is Brennan Lee Mulligan, or were you just like straight up phone banking and they had no idea?
I think it was great. Well, because there were, it was like, it had been set, it was like phone bank with Brennan Lee Mulligan for Zoran. And then it was like, yeah, so some people on the phone bank were like, I'm here, huge D20 fan. And then it would cut to someone else on the Zoom as we were doing like a fun debrief with the campaign. And they were, so it'd be one person like, doing this with Brennan was great, and I'm a big D20 fan. And then it would cut to a 100-year-old New Yorker being like, the system, the phone banking system didn't log my call correctly. And they could not have cared less about who I was. And I enjoy that. I like that energy of who's this guy? What are we here doing?
I love talking to old people on phone banks. Genuinely, like they have so many good questions, and like they're usually like, I have a lot of thoughts on this, and I want to hear all of them. So, I know you don't play a lot of video games, but I did make a little mini game for you that I was wondering if you wanted to play. I sent you the link to it. Let me pull it up on our side. So for those. Turn down my mic volume. Will do. So for those who don't know, I was a journalist that covered the far right, which has captured a lot of our life. So I made a game called Explain. And I'm going to show you a real screen cap that I saw while covering Fox News. And I just want you to explain it. So no peeking for future slides, but let's go to slide 2.
Okay. Incredible. And I should click on my link and go to slide 2.
Click on your link and go to slide 2. I just want you to explain what you think is happening here. And I thought the first one, even though it's about something you don't know a lot about, just kind of describe what's going on here and how it affects our current system.
Well, Kat, I'm so glad you asked. This is Laura Ingraham. It's with the Chiron. The left wants you to think everything is racist. Which I think she's being hypocritical because over her shoulder it seems that Fox News is accusing birds of racism. So I think here, I think here. Now I will say this: famously, birds, many species of birds are migratory, and I can only think about every. So
the geese are doing white flight.
Yes, I think there's a certain degree of Canada geese that we need to call them in and talk about white flight. We need to talk about why are you why and this could be an issue where they say like horseshoe theory. It could be white flight on the one hand, but also border crossing, which they do constantly, going Canada through the United States to Mexico and then returning. So I think that there's honestly,
They
it's
got to look
hard
out
to
for
tell
ICE.
they do have to look out for ICE, both the paramilitary group serving our fascist president, but also ICE, coming in for a landing on a frozen lake. That also can be trouble. So I think shout out to the birds, and I think Fox should stay out of the business of our noble avian cousins.
That was a really good guess. What happened here was Laura Ingraham dedicated an entire B block to talking about people wanting to rename things after segregationists, things that were named after segregationists, and then changing those names because maybe we shouldn't name stuff after segregationists. Of course, that is very out of vogue. We are changing all the names of our military bases back to Confederate generals, but that's what's happening there. Yeah. Going to slide 3, I don't know how that got there, but just donate at capfreeillinois.com/stream, guys. All right, slide 4, if you could go there real quick. Can you please explain this to me and who this is?
Great. Joe Biden is unleashing bears. I believe this is Judge Jeanine Pirro, who seems to have some really juicy gossip about the bear, judging from her facial expression. I think Joe Biden unleashing bears. Christ, what could Fox News be talking about? Well, they're going into my wellspring of I'm going to make an honest to God guess here. This is my truthful. I'm not even going to try to do a bit. I'm going to really try to do a real
Okay,
guess.
cool.
In the Trump administration's crosshairs, the National Park Service ranks freakishly and upsettingly high. And the question over whether public lands should be sold off for a song to be permanently lost to fossil fuel companies that are in turn going to just further increase the severity of the climate crisis. It could be that that Joe Biden, which I guess to Fox News is a far left-wing figure, would maybe have done something to help the National Park Service, and therein, if you're going to spin that into being pro bear, and then the bears are attacking people, maybe some bear conservation effort is being spun by Fox as you're going to be eaten by a bear if you vote for Joe Biden. How close am I?
You were got it on the head. I have run this 5-series slideshow with many of my friends, and not a single person got it. They were trying to help, I believe, in North Carolina State National Park with its apex predators because bears were endangered, and so that's unleashing bears on the people. Really great job, really incredible job. Almost everyone I asked thought it was about gay clubs, which honestly would be way funnier. And for those who aren't aware, this is Jeanine Pirro, who was a Fox personality and is now the United States Attorney for Washington, D.C. Next. Oh my God, that's crazy, guys. You could also volunteer for us at discord.gg/capforillinois. I don't know how that got in there. If you could go to slide 6, I believe, I'm sure you could probably guess what this guy is ranting about, considering there's a Libs of TikTok thing on there. But I was wondering if you could guess what Mario Presents does for a living. Like, what's his qualification that I've covered up in the Chiron?
I believe, based on the image I'm seeing, Parents Wake Up to an Education Nightmare, I believe that Mario, who I actually have not heard of before this moment, is an expert at conforming one's head and facial hair to right angles. That seems to be how to make your facial hair look like Minecraft. Is that what he's an expert in?
That's a really great guess, and so much better than the reality, which is concerned uncle. When we were watching this in real time, my boss literally called me and we talked for 10 minutes about how there was another Chiron in this segment that said concerned uncle of 2. This is a man that belongs to Gays Against Groomers, which is a transphobic group that is like, they will stop at the trans people and they won't come for us. He's he's, it's a piece of shit. And they were being angry about teachers being queer. He's a very concerned uncle.
Holy cow.
God, concerned uncle. It sounds like that's so upsetting. Yeah, concerned uncle sounds like the first Neutral Milk Hotel album name. I'm trying to think of concerned
Holy
uncle,
cow.
but the fact that it's an advocacy group, good God, and especially after all the insane news this weekend, that just feels like what a weekend for
Oh my God, I know.
people. Yeah, whoo, brother. Well, Mario, I think you should have some other concerns. The ones that you have don't seem to be as pressing as, again, you're really upsetting goatee. So that's tough. That's really
Someone
tough.
in chat said, kids, don't text your uncle back. He's weird. Donate at cafreillinois.com/stream. It's so crazy how that keeps getting in here. All right, we have two more. I just want you to describe whatever the hell you think is happening in this picture with the Chiron Biden's menthol ban backfires.
I'm digging deep to find the energy to be playful, but this guy and his flat brim that is resting right on his eyebrows is really launching me into a pit of despair where I'm searching for the joy and I'm having a hard time
Holy
finding it. I can't
cow.
even get down to the Chiron before the flat brim on the eyebrows.
It
really
looks
hits
like
me.
a PNG that's like transparent in the background that you just dragged onto there.
There has been, yeah, it really feels, yeah, exactly. It's a JPEG of a hat. It's really crazy. I know that we're in the middle of a large nationwide political realignment because my grandmother, my late grandmother, God rest her soul, she's no longer with us sadly, but she got ejected from the Republican Party in her later years in life. And Donald Trump was a big reason why. She was like, it was she predicted the authoritarian fascism stuff immediately when he first, this is like back in 2015.
Yeah.
I remember she said, but also the reason this relates back to the Chiron is she looked at me and she said,
Holy
she's
cow.
a Southern woman. She said, I've heard a man talk like this before, and I was a young woman, and it was happening across the sea in Germany, and I do not like what I'm seeing right now.
Clocked it.
And there was a,
Cow.
and then there was a long pause, and she said, also, he's tacky. And and, and I look at my grandmother would see this guy with no tie and a blazer and a backwards baseball cap on Fox News and would go, what has the grand old party come to? Like that would, like it's just wild. The vibe is wild. I know that we have other more important things going on, but the vibe is truly wild. What's going on here? I don't know, man. Biden tried to do a anti-smoking thing and now they're pretending to be mad about it to drive engagement. Did I get it? Did I get it right?
Kind of. I mean, that was a big thing when I was monitoring Tucker, where Tucker, I can do a spot-on impression where you go, nicotine frees your mind. That was something he would say a lot in that exact cadence. I know because I've clipped it so many times. But this actually was Jesse being racist. Jesse Waters was a Tucker Carlson replacement. He does not have enough brain cells to be as good at using the 8 p.m. hour as Tucker was in pushing white supremacist talking points. But he brought on the only black friend he knows, which is Tyrus, who is a wrestler and Fox contributor. For those who don't know, there was a massive targeting of African American people to buy big tobacco, to smoke menthols, which has created a huge disproportionate effect in health risks and the impact that cigarettes have. It's even worse with menthols. And so there's a stereotype that black people all smoke menthols, which obviously is not true, but it has created a huge health disparity. So Jesse brought on the only black person he knows. Tyrus immediately said, I don't smoke. And most people I know don't smoke. And then Jesse didn't really know what to do about that. And then he learned that Tyrus's mom is white. And so this is the exact clip where Jesse goes, wait, what? Your mom is white? And I thought that Tyrus was going to throttle him. And now Tyrus hangs out at the White House like constantly. And by White House, I mean Mar-a-Lago.
Holy cow.
It's tough. It's really tough. But the lack of research is sort of on brand for Fox, so that does make sense. I do dig that.
They work together almost every single day. Oh, sorry guys. Once again, donate at
Holy
catforillinois.com/stream. I don't know how that keeps getting in there, but this is my personal favorite. The last slide we have, and we'll get back to more important things. This is the example I use when I try to talk about dumb right-wing bullshit that's in my brain and how it affects our current political moment. So can you explain what the fuck Glenn Beck is doing right here?
Liberals and media pundits cheers big tech cracks down on free expression. I can't tell if he's holding either two sort of like those like they could be those traditional Japanese sandals, the ones that have like the wood blocks on them.
They are.
Or they are. Okay, great. Great. Nailed it. And then it looks like he's kissing the outside of the box.
Holy cow.
Maybe this is Glenn saying, Tucker, I think something's really wrong with us. I think that we have spiraled off into a sort of window of needing to constantly keep the temperature on the highest possible setting to maintain ratings. And there's sort of a weird sort of death roll miasma between traditional celebrity media-centric egoism with needing to constantly inflate the level of outrage on the inflated issues that are going to drive more advertising dollars to us. Mm-hmm. What I'm really passionate about is vintage footwear of the world.
You guys can relate in that. You could create some American Girl doll shoes of these Gaeta sandals, which are actually Gaeta sandals that belong to like a 5-year-old girl in one of the internment camps we had during World War II. And yeah, Glenn Beck keeps them in a little box in his house. I love your face right now. Keeps them in a little box in his house. So they were talking about how the crackdown on free expression was like moderating against using slurs and pushing Nazi propaganda. And so Glenn Beck brought these out to say it's basically the same thing. These shoes that he weirdly has in his house in a box is the same thing as asking big tech companies to censor the N-word. Do you like that?
Do you like that?
Well, to answer your question, no, I don't like that. But I don't like Glenn Beck taking his straight. It's just so. I mean, you know what? When you have to fill up as much media hours as Glenn Beck does, the weird stretch of, look, I have these sandals taken from a 5-year-old girl during one of our nation's darkest chapters, and as God is my witness, I will relate it to this current moment. Kat, please help me out here. After being warriors for free expression, when Trump got back into power, have these guys addressed any of the current efforts to destroy free speech or limit political speech in the country?
Well, what do you think
has he brought the sandals back out?
Is it being mean to them? Because that has been limited, but that's also, of course, illegal. This exact line of thinking and the people that Tucker would have on for these segments is the reason that pretty much every social media company except Blue Sky has fired all their moderators, because we have to be more masculine. And then we federally indict everyone else. And so, yeah, anyways, for anyone watching, don't you want a representative who unfortunately understands right-wing bullshit with intimate familiarity, donate at catforillinois.com/stream. I hope you liked this game. I figured as someone that's good at improv, you would be able to be creative, and you actually got like 2 of them right on the nose, which is both satisfying and annoying.
Improv comes from a place of truth, and that truth is increasingly bleak. But I'm excited to be here supporting your campaign.
Thanks.
So that's very cool.
What's going on with you, man? What are you working on? You're DMing Critical Role. I just talked to Matt Negrin, who says there's another Dimension 20 thing coming up. He was like, I'm so excited that you're streaming. Ask Brennan, what's the best snack to have when you're protesting ICE? I said it was clementines. If you have a different answer, let me know. I
think that's great. Well, in terms of tiny little oranges, I'm a dad. I'm a dad. Izzy and I are so excited. We're actually expecting our second child right now, which is really, really exciting. And in terms of, I think clementines right up there. I'll say this: Izzy Rowland, my wife, noted comedian and filmmaker, Huge fan of satsumas, which are in season right now. A
Ooh.
very special type of tiny little orange, of which there's like quite a few actually. There's the clementines, there's mandarin oranges, there's satsumas, there's like a few others, tangerines, which I guess are somewhat different, but I don't know. But
Holy
regardless,
cow.
we got satsumas in season. That's a great snack while you're protesting. I also always like to, anytime I'm out and about, hitting the bricks, like to get a nice thing of mangoes from my local frutero, which is
Ooh.
always a delightful thing.
All right,
A nice
Matt.
little plastic jar of mangoes goes a long way.
Plastic jar of mangoes, satsumas, and clementines, and you're ready to go. You want stuff that's
Holy
biodegradable. You got to
cow.
use a plastic jar for another thing. Robin
Yes.
W just donated
Holy
69. Nice.
cow.
Um, I mean, everything feels kind of hopeless, but at the same time, really exciting. Zoran won. You helped with that. Some of our volunteers helped phone bank as well. Some of them actually flew out to New York and knocked doors too, which is really sick. Um,
Yeah.
like, how do you keep hope right now?
Um, I think hope is a position of the soul and not an analysis of the world. I think that hope is something that you do and feel because it's effective, not something you wait for the world to provide to you. So I think that like the more that you can
Holy cow.
occupy a stance internally that says, this is the feeling I need to have to give ourselves the best chance, rather than looking at the world and basically going, how am I allowed to
Holy
feel good
cow.
today?
Yeah.
I don't think you need that permission. I think that you can just feel good because you know that you're aligning yourself on the right side of history. Um, but that being said, I think there are very emboldening and encouraging things happening in the world. Zoran's victory is one of them, and I think too that I don't know. There are a lot of normies that are looking at what's happening and going, this is crazy. I continually see videos of tiny little old ladies in the suburbs putting both hands on a flak jacket to stop a masked man from kidnapping their neighbors, which is more courage than the vast majority of politicians, even in the other political party from the current legislative and majority in the White House, have shown.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you like, I don't know. I think it's all power to the people. And the people are very, very strong. And it's a huge hassle to harness and
Holy
organize people
cow.
power, but it is second to none in getting the job done. So I think encouragement comes from the people.
Also, this is a question from Asha that I really liked. You got a tooth filling in Mexico?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. I've
Yeah.
also gotten injured or sick in other
Holy
countries. My
cow.
partner Ben just sliced his foot open in Barcelona. I got an ambulance, went to the hospital, got stitches and antibiotics for $125. How was your experience with international dentistry compared to here?
I loved it. I'll tell you. By the way, I didn't say it before. Please give all my love to Matt. Matt is the best.
He
A
is the
truly, truly
best.
sweet. He's the best.
Holy
Truly,
cow.
truly sweet dude. The so I had a potentially fatal abscess in the roof of my mouth when I was a broke bartender living in New York City. I had been getting all my dental work done at the NYU Dental School, half off, but their calendar was crazy long, and I had my number 8 incisor. I've had so much dental work in my life that I know a lot of dental jargon.
Holy
So it was my
cow.
number 8 incisor, became highly mobile,
Holy
which is
cow.
dentist for wobbly as fuck. It was really wobbly, and I couldn't eat burritos
Holy
anymore, and that was
cow.
the line. And I went and got it checked out, and this grad
Wait, sorry,
student
the
doctor
line was
said,
like, you're like, I can't eat burritos. This tooth is too wobbly now.
if it had stayed a little bit less wobbly, like when you're fucking broke as
Look,
hell.
I get. I was didn't have insurance for the last year, and I was just like, hope
Yeah.
I don't get hit by a car.
Yeah, I was in that position where I'm like, I don't have money to take care of this. Please let it get better. Now, teeth don't really tend to do that. Teeth don't tend to just go, I was wobbly, but I figured it out on my own, and now I'm solid as a rock. It doesn't really happen. So I jumped in. and I basically the NYU Dental School said, Mr.
Holy
Mulligan, you have a
cow.
potentially fatal abscess in the roof of your mouth. We can see you. The procedure to fix it will cost about $4,000, an absurd sum of money that
Yeah.
I had never, like on the best months I ever had in my like early and mid 20s. If I got to the end of the month before rent was due and I had $1,000 in the bank, we were on easy. It's like, oh
Yeah.
my God, we're gonna clear rent and have some money the week
I can
after.
get more
Like any money,
burritos.
I get more burritos. Like we're cooking with gas. Let's do it. And
Holy cow.
the so they said it's $4,000 and we can see you in 3 months. And I went, isn't this thing potentially fatal? And they went, yeah, for sure. If you start to feel sleepy, call 911. And I went, if I start to feel, what happens if this thing metastasizes near bedtime? What the hell are we talking about? Am I gonna die? And they said you can go to a real dentist. They didn't say, sorry, they didn't say real dentist. They said you can go to a professional dentist who can see you probably like next week. The procedure will cost $7,500 minimum. I called my mommy, as any good 23-year-old would do. I called my mom and I said,
Holy
Mom, I don't know what
cow.
the hell I'm gonna do. And she goes,
Holy
okay, here's what we're gonna
cow.
do. Family friend has just come back from the Clinica Dentivac in Costa Rica. You got to go right away. The Rush passport service, the flight, the hotel, the rental car, the surgery itself, and the discounted through the dental clinic with a sponsorship rainforest
Holy
jungle zipline
cow.
excursion, all in was like $1,700. So it was like
Yep.
less than half as expensive. I had a great time. They fixed my teeth. I remember having a bloody mouth and I was on some painkillers. I was like trying to get by with rudimentary Spanish, just eating a flan at a white tablecloth
So
table
awesome.
in the hotel, just being like, this is all I can eat. It's so soft. So yeah, I recommend it. I recommend dental tourism to anyone who's looking to, who needs it done as an emergency.
But how cool would it be if you didn't have to do that? Like our campaign slogan is, what if we didn't suck? What if you didn't have to go to another country to be able to get a life-saving procedure because your mouth is fucked?
Holy cow.
How would, but hold on, I'm trying to wrap my head around that. If we, so you're saying what if the money that we spend
Yeah.
on either bad health insurance or not being able to afford it at all,
Yeah.
we just paid that in taxes and then we didn't have to pay giant C-suite salaries and shareholder like profit margins, and we could just actually pay for care?
I
How
know
would that
you're
work?
really worried about the shareholder profit margins. I know that's like all you think about, but
Hugely.
like what if we didn't have to do that? What if it was actually more efficient and effective and fiscally responsible to just have universal health care, not Medicare for all, which is a necessary stepping stone, but universal health care that includes dental, mental, and vision and hearing care? What if we did that?
I don't know. I think introducing the profit motive into people's life or death medical scenarios feels fun and interesting.
Did you hear in
No.
Washington where they introduced a thing where Medicare recipients will now have their claims decided by AI, and the AI will get paid more for the claims that it denies starting Jan 1 in 6 different states. That's a thing that is happening. And so we get to make sure that that Medicare money is going to pay for data centers that are probably going to be put next to vulnerable communities, while also making sure that the creators of that AI get more money for denying care. Isn't that cool?
It's so haunting. It's so obvious. Look, commerce and trade predate capitalism by thousands upon thousands of years. It is so obvious that the profit motive can only be corrosive to decisions about human life and health. Like there was a great thought experiment someone did. I forget, a friend of mine who was basically like, fire departments famously not privatized.
They're hoping to
You
change
are
that, though.
I'm sure they are. Of course, these monsters. The first thing they said, day one, you are a consultant. on the nation on like a big major city's first privatized fire department. Day one, you're a consultant. You need to maximize profit. What do you do? And everyone knows the answer is you go in with a briefcase, you open it up, and you say, "Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you how we can start more fires in this city." It's the first thing you do. So what do we imagine is happening in healthcare? It's just wild. It's just wild. So yes, I think that's very bad. I think we should have universal health care, and I think it should be treated as a public good and therefore public and not private.
And if you care about the economy, well, guess what? People can go to work if they're not going to the doctor because they can't
Holy
treat whatever
cow.
illness or injury that they don't go to the doctor for. I've needed to get an ultrasound for like a random thing for a year and a half, and then I lost my insurance 2 days before I was supposed to get it, and so then I still haven't done it because I have the campaign. And thank God that Ben had re-enrollment, but Jesus Christ, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't know.
I do think, though, I want to talk about Dimension 20 because we're all fucking nerds here on the campaign. I love the butterfly effect, specifically of Asha. Asha, get over here. We bonded over this, and now we are revolutionizing how campaign fundraising is done. So we actually found out that our average donation since we started the stream has gone down $2.
Wait,
And
actually?
yeah, and we have over 50,000 donors, and that's because of our live stream. We have raised like what,
Whoa.
5 times more doing this than call time.
Way more than 5 times.
Way more than 5 times
Way
more.
more than 5 times more. We just hit $130,000.
$130,000 in 3 months.
Let's go.
And like that's because we spend so much time together
Yeah.
geeking out over like Critical Role and Dimension 20. Like
Wait,
the butterfly
real,
effect
I'm trying
is
to get
so
her
crazy.
on the new season.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the Schemers table.
Yeah. So like, and like, this is something we already saw some other campaigns doing, like video game streaming. We keep joking that like Hakeem Jeffries is going to be playing like 2K, or like Chuck Schumer is going to be playing solitaire. And by the way, if you guys want to help us prove this experiment, donate CaptainOneWay.com stream. CaptainOneWay.com/stream.
CaptainOneWay.com/stream. If you want
But-
to see your name pop up on stream and later shout it out, you can donate
You can do
any
it.
amount.
Any
because
amount.
We prioritize small dollar donations here.
Yes, we do. But like, it's just so cool that we are able to do this and all the things that come across. And like, we've been really creative, and we were only able to do that because of all these different things that have come together.
Holy
So thanks.
cow.
It's the
Thank
only
you.
reason. The only
The
reason.
only reason.
It is. I cannot tell you how surreal it is that I cannot thank you enough for your kind words. It's wild because in a best case scenario, you would hope like, oh, I hope that I'm able to like include my values in my work such that it reaches out to people that can dispel some feelings of aloneness if people look at a bleak world and they know at least that they can consume some stories where like-minded people who want the best for the world are like out there like them wanting the same things. To get it from people who are like actively running a campaign to like make a difference out there saying like, you know, abolish ICE, universal health care, let's get it all done. It means the goddamn world. I mean, it's everything you could hope for as a storyteller and as a creator and a performer. It's nuts. I had no idea. I followed you and your campaign because you kick ass. And then I got the email from Asha being like, oh, we've bonded over Dimension 20. And I was like, what?
I just straight up don't check my Instagram, by the way. I was like, and so when we realized you were following, we like flipped out. Same when we realized Siobhan was following me on Blue Sky.
Well, it was me because I follow both.
Because Asha follows both of you. And I got to hang out with her at the Out 100 party. I was like, do you want to be my date to this? And so we went, and it was like sponsored by McDonald's. And we just spent the entire time being like, wow, this is so sponsored by McDonald's. And then we got sushi. And then I had a bedazzled Tesla to get to the airport. And then there was too much traffic. So I had to walk to LAX for 1.5 miles. It's a whole thing. Anyways, but that's like, we're just glad you're here. Chat, do we have any questions? I know that Asha has some more.
You can do the last one if you want to do something.
Okay, Asha wants me to do the last one. We love Asha in this house. Are you talking about the pizza one?
Yeah.
You've been on the record for liking foods specifically depending on how heavy they are. You're also a native New Yorker. Given both of these, what's your opinion on deep dish pizza, thin crust pizza, and tavern style pizza? And does deep dish pizza's weight technically make it better than New York style pizza? I will say here, I don't think deep dish pizza is necessarily a pizza. I think it's its own dish. I think it's like a casserole. But for the question,
If I knew I was walking into a gotcha journalism hit piece, if I had any inkling that I was walking into, this is a trap, this is a setup, and if I wish that I had a lav on me so I could rip it off and storm out of my own house. But
Holy
but
cow.
I think this is a phenomenal question. I'm gonna go on the record here. Look. I got in some hot water recently. Okay, I went on Last
Holy
Meals
cow.
with the brilliant genius Josh Shearer and the whole team over at Mythical, who are just fantastic. And I was talking about pizza, okay, and the issue of tavern cut pizza came up, okay, and I know that you are running for Congress in the beautiful state of
Holy
Illinois, and
cow.
I'm here to support your campaign. So I'm gonna say that whatever kind of pizza you like is beautiful.
Holy
All
Okay,
right, I'm gonna
look.
say that because we're
I don't want you to feel judged here. Someone said I'm going to lose for saying that deep dish pizza isn't pizza. I am not saying that it is bad because of that. I'm just saying I think it deserves to be appreciated as its own thing. And second, as far as tavern style
Holy
pizza, I think it is
cow.
great for large groups. But when
Yeah.
you are at like a smaller group, it does kind of feel like I'm at a children's birthday party.
I think so here's the thing. I'm gonna give props, right? Uh, so first of all, I have to. Chicago is improv comedy mecca. I have
course.
traveled to Chicago.
But you
It
hate
is
all
a
of us.
What's that?
But you hate
The-
all of us.
No, I enjoyed it. But what I would say is this is now you correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna give Chicago its flowers for its undisputed food supremacy and mastery over the hot
Holy
dog,
cow.
which I think
That
Chicago
is
hot dog.
very true.
Wiener Circle, the famous Wiener Circle. I had the time of my life at Wiener Circle. I went up, got an incredible dog there, and
Holy cow.
I will say, had a lovely time. And
Holy
the
cow.
cashier, we struck up a lively conversation, and we ended with her saying some of the sweetest things that a stranger in food service has ever said. So, very counter to some of the viral videos of Wiener Circle. I had a delightful time and made some friends.
And
it
the
was
chat
a
did
really
say,
positive experience.
see, he wins us back. So congratulations.
Let's
Uh,
go. So that's the thing is, I think that the reason I go for New York pizza first is because I think that Chicagoan pride, from what I understand as a visitor to that place, is really about the hot dog and what can happen with the hot dog, what can occur
Celery,
with the hot dog,
salt, melts ice, etc.
etc. So what I'll say is this: deep dish. There's a space in Los Angeles, which is neither my hometown nor the beautiful city of Chicago, but another in the rich tapestry of American metropolises. Massas of Echo Park does a deep dish pizza that'll make your socks roll up and down. Gotta shout out Massas.
All right.
Takes an hour and a half to make it,
Holy cow.
but I think about it all the time because I think you're right. I don't think it's pizza. Call it a mozzarella casserole. Call it a
It's its
whatever you
own
want to call it.
delightful thing. And when it gets judged by
Holy
pizza,
cow.
then it gets an unfair rap.
Deep dish pizza is such a
Holy
gift, and
cow.
I have friends from Chicago that are like, deep dish, yes, and I go, no, I understand that to some they consider it like a novelty food. Prepared well, that is, you're right, it's so heavy, it's so good. Any food that you eat that makes you feel like you're about to pass out is a gift, and I think, but when it comes to thin crust, you gotta do pie slice. You gotta do perfect little isosceles. If
It's
don't
gotta be
believe
3
me,
a.m. You gotta have a guy that's really mad that you're there, but it's
Holy
$2.
cow.
Yeah.
the New Yorker in me, the New Yorker in me still needs my street food to be consumable in a dead sprint. And you can eat a slice of pizza at top speed, fold it on the thumb, in it goes. No fuss, no muss.
Holy
Lick the crumbs
cow.
off your fingers, and you're on your way.
I do have to say the second very special thing about Chicago is I have lived all over the country. This is where my grandfather, after the
Holy
Nakba, immigrated.
cow.
This is where my father immigrated when my grandfather brought him back. This is I was very excited to move and live here for the rest of my
Holy
life.
cow.
And this is the most anti-fascist town I have ever lived in. This is no hate on any other city. Every single city has brought its own form of resistance, but I think there's just something really special seeing entire neighborhoods and children's parties get tear gassed and seeing moms and dads being like, hey buddy, fuck you. and we are going to chase you out of our neighborhood. Like 2 guys got snatched up by ICE on the corner of our street where our campaign office is. And the next day, 400 people in my neighborhood showed up, and not just like with signs, like we signed up for school watches. We got ICE whistles. We joined signal chats. Like everyone is fucking in it. As Asha just pinned in the chat, God's country, Chicago. It's like, it's a very special place, and there's a reason besides the fact that ICE can't handle the cold that they have left, at least for now.
God bless and keep you and your beautiful companions in your wonderful city. I felt a similar burst of civic pride, both at the incredible Angelenos when the National Guard invaded
Y'all
back
led the way.
in June, led the way, and then to watch New York Canal Street. That I've walked in that corner so many times. That woman in the pencil skirt is a national hero. Bun didn't come loose as she drove those guys off the fucking corner. It was beautiful to see.
You know, she's got her second pair of shoes in her bag. Like, she's just ready to go. No, it's incredible seeing how many people across the country have resisted this. And also, like, in red states, too. I was just at the Remove the Regime rally, and I had a woman from Montana that was like, I saw what you guys have been doing in Chicago, and it inspired me to stand up for a family that was a mother and daughter that were going to be deported or sent down to Texas to the torture camps they have down there. And she made sure that it got national attention with her protest, or got at least statewide attention with her protest, and made sure that that woman and her daughter could come back. And like, that takes a lot of guts in like rural Montana. I don't know. It's just like crazy.
The overwhelming amount of people, regular everyday people that have stood up against this fascist, ongoing unfolding coup, as the Supreme Court, even this last weekend, is once again like just completely flouting any centuries of precedent, and it just all is so naked and out in the open. And the fact that yes, there are parts of this massive effort that are bungling and foolhardy, and you see them like advance and get scared off.
They're so
and
fucking
retreat.
incompetent. Oh my God.
They're so fucking incompetent, but it's still absolutely very frightening. I think the overwhelming amount of regular people that have shown the way should, I hope people are feeling it. I'm feeling it too, and I hope other people are feeling it, that sometimes there's a moment where you are scared to step up against authoritarianism because you're like, well, if I'm the only one that steps out, then am I the lone nail standing up on the wooden board, and is all the force of tyranny going to land on my head? That answer has been that possibility has been so roundly rejected by the massive amounts of regular people standing up, that I think if you're watching this and you haven't found a way to get involved in like resisting this, you should ask yourself if it's not more reasonable or prudent to be scared that you might look back on this period in time when everybody was standing up, and if you didn't, what will that say historically about you? I think that like finding everyone to have a way of like looking back at this period of time, because I think these dudes are gonna fucking lose, and I think that that it's very clear that people are going to rise up and make sure that they do not succeed in this agenda, any more than the already frightening amount that they have. And to that degree, I think that looking for ways to be like, oh, I will, if I like join the fray, I will extremely not be alone. There's so many people out there doing it. So shout out to Chicago, shout out to New York, shout out to Los Angeles. It's been beautiful to see.
It really has. And it's like one of these things where, I and my colleagues covering the right have like been warning Democratic leadership for so long, being like, this is going to happen. This is going, like, we told them about January 6th before it happened. We're like, the DEI, CRT, anti-trans panic would lead, all this shit. And now that we're here, like, it's one of these things where I always say fascism is antithetical to the human condition. It never lasts forever. Eventually, anger and pain will outweigh fear. But in the meantime, we have to protect as many people as possible. But to see so many people who I would not have expected to say, fuck you, you don't represent us. Like, who would have guessed that pushing wildly unpopular, harmful policies would make you wildly unpopular? But to see people that, like, as a kid, I'd always be like, I wonder what I would do in like 1930s Germany. And I've heard that question a lot over the past few years. And the answer is whatever you're doing right now. Like, whatever you're doing right now.
whatever you're doing right now is what you would have done, a million
Holy
percent.
cow.
And it's really funny to also look at people because you're right. When these guys get power, what they are attempting to do is so awful that a large majority of people stand up and react in anger and disgust at what they're seeing. But I think, like you're saying, and why I'm so excited for your campaign, why I'm so excited for Zoran's campaign, this broader movement across the country is, yeah, when these guys get power, it's immediately proven out how awful they are.
Yeah.
But why has he been allowed to gain power twice? Why, like, what is it about the Democratic Party that doesn't seem to have an answer that can compel people to this thing that every time they get it, they know immediately that it's bad, to answer something else? And I think a lot of it comes down to backbone and just say, like, you being like, like taking on positions like abolish ICE that I think are the only rational position to take, the only like objectively moral position to take. So I think it's it's crazy, but I'm very grateful to be able to support. It's awesome.
I mean, same for you, man. I think a lot of it's like, if I always say, if you have any platform or power or privilege, you need to be using that. We've also been seeing that a lot in Chicago. I've been like, this is kind of a weird thing to say, but especially when it comes to like protesting at the Broadview ICE facility, which has been the center of ISIS operations. They're committing crimes against humanity there. I've seen a lot of like white dudes
Holy
that are like,
cow.
look, we know that a brown or black person is more likely to be dragged and disappeared to Louisiana than I am. So I am going to, make sure
Holy
to use
cow.
my body to shield these people, even when, it hurts. Like, it's not fun. And I've just been really impressed at how many people have recognized that and done it, even when our politicians, which if they get hit, it's a much bigger news story,
Holy
refuse to do
cow.
so. And like, we've tried to put that pressure on people with our campaign. But yeah, I don't know. Like, you're using your platform. Everyone that I admire is doing the same. But it's frustrating to see the most privileged people in the world not do so.
But it's again, it's really, really exciting, and I'm beginning to see the inklings of, because I get, you look at the older guard on whatever, America, globally speaking, is like, a conservative country. Its politics are conservative. So whatever we mean by the American left wing or left of the
Holy
American
cow.
center, even a lot of the old guard on that don't seem cut out for this moment. But you're seeing other people with, I think, more of a fighting spirit, more of a backbone rise up. And it's really, really exciting. And to anyone who's watching this, who is younger, who finds themselves like
Holy
waiting for
cow.
a sign of hope, I would just say I had a great interview. The very first political campaign I worked on was for Jason West, who ran for the mayor of New Paltz. He was the first mayor in the United States to perform a gay marriage, and I think he performed it illegally, or it was a question. It was like, but he just went out and did it, and
Yeah.
it was very, very cool. This was like early 2000s, George W. Bush first term. I was 15 years old. I dressed in a chicken costume. I was a I was a student at SUNY Ulster, and I interviewed him for a project and caught up. He, by the way, reached out to me and was like, big fan of Dimension 20. And I was like, you're the guy that I was a little
Holy
kid on your
cow.
campaign working for mayor, and you watch my show? That's nuts. In any case, I talked to him a lot about local small town politics, and he just said this thing that I've never forgot, where he said, if you want to know what small town politics is in most of these towns, it's 2 to 5 dedicated, underpaid, overworked, hassled civil servants,
Holy cow.
the representatives of moneyed interests.
Holy
Sorry, real
cow.
the
quick,
second
Brennan. We
category.
just hit our heater meter for we're about to hit our stretch goal. Thank you so much, guys. So if we hit our
Let's
next goal,
go!
we're getting our Asha DM'd one-shot campaign. I think our
Let's
goal was
go!
8K for this one.
Hey, Cole, you want
Yeah,
to-
8K. Thanks, guys. Woo! Thanks, Brennan.
Oh my God! How about it?
How about it?
That goddamn rules. Oh, Asha, you're gonna kick ass. That's amazing. So he said there's 3 kinds of people in most like town politics. He was like, couple civil servants, hassled, underpaid, overworked, need help. Very then the representatives of moneyed interests who are making their will known, and then retirees, people that have the ability to show up to public hearings. He's like, that's most of town governance. And he said, he was like, if you just show up, if you show up consistently, go to the public hearings, find a way to get involved in your town. He's like the field is wide open.
Yeah.
It's wide open field. So if you're listening to this and you're like, well, I'm waiting for good news. Baby, you are the good news.
You are
Get
the
in
good
there.
news. Life is not a movie. We are the heroes that we're waiting for. Go to runforsomething.net. I've got 2 questions before we'll let you go. Both of them are about D&D. The first one, I've been trying to find the source to watch this. I'm rewatching Fantasy High. For those who don't know, it was y'all's first campaign for Dimension 20.
I can't believe you're like for real a fan. That's
I'm
nuts.
I'm a huge D20 nerd, man. Like it's absolutely mortifying. Like I genuinely feel hot in my seat right now. Asha's cackling there.
That is wild because I'm like just a guy, like it's weird because I like
You're a great
for me
storyteller.
that's nuts. Well, thank you. That's very kind. What's the question?
Well, I think the best thing in the world is stories. I think it's the best thing that humans have ever created in any form. So for anyone that's watched Fantasy High, many will hear the phrase, "You just got episode 2'd." Did you really not plan the end of episode 2 with Eggfort and the guidance counselor?
Dog, that day was that morning I drove to the YouTube space and filmed my first College Humor sketch. I filmed the Tide Pod CEO sketch that morning, which came out like I think a month or 2 later, and was the comment section filled up, and it was like it performed well, and it was one of those things that people were being very effusive, and it was like, Jesus, that's nuts. And on the day we filmed it, I went back to the building in West Hollywood, the office building, 3rd floor, little fire trap dome up there. Oh, Ebony would tell me it wasn't a fire, but the fire marshal shut us down later, but it was fine. It was safe. We were always safe. But what ended up happening was we shot the first 2 episodes back to back. We weren't doing Adventuring Party in those days. So we just filmed it all in one shot. It was my first time playing 5th edition. I had been playing 3.5. So balancing the encounters and everything else like that, I had zero idea. The crazy thing is, if only one of them had died, I probably would have swallowed it and figured out how to like keep a replacement. But because 2 of them died, I had to improvise that ending on the spot. So what you saw was fully improvised.
That's unbelievable, because it's the thing that made me be like, oh, I'm gonna watch every single episode of this show. And when I was watching, I was like, there's no way that he planned for 2 of them to die and then have like a phoenix egg and a gun and then just the most what the fuck moment. Someone asked, wait, what game is this? Watch Dimension 20 on Dropout. It's the cheapest streaming service you'll have, and there's so much fun content. The second question I have, which is very self-serving, but if I'm in Congress, can we bring the dome to Capitol Hill with only cool Congress people welcome?
Kat, if you in your role as a United States representative would like for the dimensional dome to teleport over to Washington D.C., where we get some cool progressive legislators together to go on an adventure, it would be a pleasure and an honor. You can count on me. You can count on me to
Hell
deliver.
yeah,
Let's
man.
do it.
That rocks. Seriously though, thank you so much for being here. What has been the best part of your week? What's a good thing, a good small thing that happened? I always actually, no, that's a good question, but a better question to end on is, what are your top 3 favorite preparations to potatoes? This is on all of our job applications. It's not just fries and mashed. You also got samosas, you got pierogies, you got latkes, you got gnocchi.
Top 3. Okay,
Some people have used AI to answer this question, which is really disappointing. Yeah.
Guys, don't use AI. You just search your heart. Stop it. Stop. You don't need a robot to tell you what your favorite potato is. I promise. Anything it can do, you don't need it to do. Okay. Number 1, latkes, specifically as prepared by Isabella Natalie Francis Rowland. She is the number 1 latke chef on the planet. I defy anybody to beat her latkes. It cannot be done. That's number 1. Number 2, search your heart. You know what it is. Okay. Number 2 is going to be a nice homemade Thanksgiving potato with gravy, a mashed potato.
Okay.
when I was working as a camera PA on Law and Order, my name was my nickname in the camera department was Shanty, which was short for Shanty Irish, because I got 3 servings of mashed potato and no other food elements one time for lunch. They were
Holy
really
cow.
good. And then the third, maybe controversial, waffle fry. I'm gonna go with waffle
I
fry.
love a good waffle fry. I think waffle fries and
Love a good
shoestring
waffle.
fries are actually my favorite type of fries, which a lot of people disagree with. But waffle fries, you get more grease in them. You get them in the little cracks, and that's why it tastes better.
Can I ask your number one go-to like chain fry, fast food fry?
Ooh. Look, I grew up in Texas. It's Whataburger with spicy ketchup. Whataburger
I dig it.
fries and their shakes are so good. Any dental surgery, wisdom teeth. Too bad they don't have Whataburger in Costa Rica, but so good.
Look, I'm gonna say, if you can get a second mortgage on your house and afford to go to Five Guys, the fries in the bag,
Which
the
are
ones that
legally,
are
they
loose,
require their people to put in.
they require their people to put the extra. Those ones at the bottom of the bag. I know that I know they're not actually extra. Like, they've done the cost calculation. I know they're not extra, but they feel like extra in my heart, and that's why they're so tasty. They're so good.
Holy cow.
All right,
Exactly.
Brennan, thank you so much. Can you please tell our audience to donate at catforillinois.com/stream?
I would like you, if you are watching this, to take it upon yourself to help aid this glorious quest. Before you, a choice, one you must make. catforillinois.com/stream. See it done.
Holy
And anything you want to plug?
I want to plug doing whatever you can to help a brighter tomorrow come to this country and the world more broadly. That's all I have to plug. But if you want to check me out, my name is Brennan Lee Mulligan. You can
Holy
Google me.
cow.
Don't AI it. Just do regular
Just
a regular
Google it.
search.
And if you put in
It's
the
not-
word fuck in a Google search, you won't get any AI results.
Is that
Life hack.
true?
Yeah, life hack.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Just put fuck
Great.
in there. Doesn't like it.
The regular search engine is fine. ChatGPT doesn't have anything that the search engine. You can just
Holy
Google a recipe.
One time I was on cable
Ha!
news and I watched the person next to me when there was a segment about Zoran coming up, go onto ChatGPT and put in who socialist mayor NYC candidate. I watched that with my eyes. Anyways.
Christ almighty. You just like, what if we paid for Google? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Have a great night, man. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Pleasure. Such a joy. Let's do it. Hell yeah.
See you later, man.
I.
So that was the best time of my life.
Hey, so I'm never recovering. Hey, so nothing's ever gonna be the same.
Asha literally said that everyone in her life texted her.
You would think I was getting married today. Every ex-boyfriend I've had texted me. My parents, relatives, people I haven't spoken to in years.
He just DM'd Asha. My mom said, "OMG, he's so adorable." So what do we do now
Yeah, so
for an hour
well, you
and a
have
half?
to do shout-outs.
Oh, we got to do shout outs. We got tons of people to shout out because we had so many donors. We might split them up because it's going to be a lot of names.
But I got you.
Thank you.
You want to chit-chat for a second?
Yeah, I'm going to chit chat for a second. And we're also probably going to play like a little cozy game while we talk about if we hit our $8,000 goal. For those who don't know, Asha's going to DM.
We got so many donations that
Did it break?
Covercast can't get them all. So I'm going to have to go back through and do them.
Cool.
But until now, we can do the ones that I have here. Please.
Okay, cool. And then you can just shoot me a Discord DM with them. Okay, awesome.
All right. Ready? Oh, you
yes.
want a Discord or you want to hear?
We can do here.
Yeah, just scroll up from there.
All right, I'm going to do like
As many as you
cow.
as many as I desire. Oh, it just auto-populated.
It's okay, just keep
All right, cool. Jeffney O, thank you so
Holy
much.
cow.
Kenneth L. This is
Holy cow.
impossible.
I
I think
got
you have
it.
to do it through ActBlue.
All right.
All right.
All
Old
right.
time. Yeah, we have $2,700 to raise. 5K already is crazy. This is awesome. So for anyone that's here, please volunteer for us as well. You can volunteer at discord.gg/cat4illinois. We need help with phone banking. If you live in the area, we need help knocking doors. This weekend, we knocked over 2,000 doors. We reached over 3,000 people. My toes got really cold because there was a little tiny hole in my boots, but they're fine. Also, someone just said they like my hot tamale shirt. I found it at a vintage store, and then someone literally made a video talking about how that was his shirt he had custom made for a candy party, and I just had a shirt. As Christo says in the chat, if you go door knocking, you can meet Christo and his magic clipboard, and I bet he'll let you sign it. So volunteer at discord.gg/cat4illinois. Let's pick a little cozy game to play. What are we gonna play, guys? All right. Our one yesterday was very cute. It was fun. I'm thinking.
Somebody really wants Balatro. They've been in here 2 days.
Man, we did a Balatro stream and y'all didn't donate, so.
That's not true. We're very grateful for all the donations.
How can we non-Americans help our American friends with this campaign? Like and subscribe. Oh my God, did Brennan just donate $420?
Oh
Guys,
God.
I'm gonna throw up. That was so much fun. I'm gonna cry. Y'all. What were we talking about? Oh, game to play.
Sorry, it's hard to focus.
Sorry, it's hard to focus. We were so excited. We can play. Okay.
I have it.
You have it?
Yeah, you're gonna have to self-censor, and I'm gonna give you my laptop. If that's
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, we're going to start with Chris L. Thank you so much.
Holy cow.
Ronald K. with our average donation of $32, although now that's $30 because we have so many small dollar donations. Michael A. with our average dono. David with 69. Nice. Oh my God, we have so many. Kelly B with our average dono. Christopher T, thank you so much. Justin B, Walt S with $100. Thank you so much. That goes really far on a campaign like this. Zoe D, thank you so much. Christopher J, Emily N with our average donation. Oliver G, Dylan M, Karan A. And by the way, if I mispronounce anyone's names, please just shoot it in the chat and make sure to flag Asha and she will correct me. Derek K, thank you so much and great to see you. Jacob P, thank you so much. Alexander LF with our average donation. Peter D with $100. W Peter in the chat. Asa A with $200. Holy crap. W Asa. That's ASA. Nathan G with $100. Guys, you've been so generous. Thank you. Eloise G, Jane D, Anthony L, Dakota S. Your last name is great. Luis M with our average donation. Jenna R with $420. W Jenna in the chat. Noah O, thank you so much with our average donation. Donovan K, Amy H, Troy B with our average donation. David C, Jenna M, Austin B with our average donation. Jeffney O, thank you so much. Billy Y with our average donation. Kenneth S, thank you. James K, and Matthew L with a recurring donation, which is a fantastic way to support our campaign on your own budget. Clint P, thank you so much. Christopher L, thank you. Catherine P, thank you so much. I love all these $1 and $5 donations. Someone just donated a bunch, and I'm going to get to that. Holy cow, y'all. Corey D with our average donation. Kyle R with 69. Nice. Nick A, thank you so much. Alicia H, thank you. Alex W, thank you. Oh, this is page 2. Okay.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I gotta refresh this because they probably moved down, and we want to make sure we.
All the way down.
I'm just making sure. Okay, cool.
gotcha.
Lance S, thank you. Alicia H, thank you again. Daniel Y, thank you. Robin W with 69. Nice. Sneha M, thank you. Daniel S with $100 and Michael W with $100. W, Daniel, and Michael in the chat. Gregory S, thank you so much. Catherine P, thank you. And Brandon M, thank you. And now we're going to page 1. We're close to $750. Holy shit, y'all. I am going to need you to open a separate tab to make sure that these get kept at the time that they are. So you need to like keep this tab as it is because it won't auto-populate.
Gotcha.
Because
yeah,
I can't say all of these.
No. Just say as many as you can on this. Oh, it will auto-populate?
It won't auto-populate. So just open a new tab to shout out donors in the future. I just want to make sure because I'm not going to go through all of these because I want to give us a little diversity. Chris S, thank you. Daphne K, baby. You know you never have to donate for us. Daphne is one of our mods on our wonderful Discord. Join at discord.gg/cat4illinois. Chris A, thank you. Kyle K, thank you. Melanie VA, thank you. Louis A with 69, thank you so much. And Sarah N with 10. I'm just going to open a new tab for you. Please do not refresh that. And we will get back to the other ones. This is incredible. This is a speed run. Okay, awesome. What was the last name I said, guys? Someone go back and tell us. I think it was Max S. If it wasn't Max S, thank you so much. So this is a really cute game called Organized Inside. If y'all played Unpacking, it's kind of like that. It's very cute. Boop, 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 boop. If anyone has ideas for Asha's campaign, let us know.
I can't believe we just talked about it.
Oh my God. Oh wait, we're at 7,000 on here. We gotta change this right here to 8K. Hold on, I can do it gameplay. Is that the same? No. But still, you can see my little cat heater. It's so cute. Someone said, I'd love to donate, but I'm broke and hungry and cold. Please do not donate to us if you cannot afford it, if it is negatively affecting your financial situation. We understand it is a hard world out there. We appreciate your support. If you can, like and subscribe to the stream. Someone said, I can't believe Cat is so normal. Haha.
Are you pulling Discord? Can you pull Discord up on your right monitor?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yes, ma'am. Got so many fucking tabs.
You're a goat. You got it. You can handle the tabs.
Drop your questions in the chat, y'all. This is a way for me to talk with people honestly and openly without a script.
For the new people, can you explain what call time is?
Yeah, so let's talk about like why we do these streams. So for those who are new here, the vast majority of politicians, and by the vast majority, I mean like all of them, get pretty much a lot of, if not the majority of their money doing this thing called call time. And I already played through this game, so I'm going to restart it. Settings. Reset save. Yeah. And call time. Holy cow! Elena M, thank you so much. Asha gets to DM our campaign. Yay! Yay!
Thank you so much.
Amazing. That's so sick. I guess our next stretch goal is 12K? 12K. And what, we want to do something about the campaign? Like deciding something on the campaign? I don't know.
Sure.
Shit, I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Brainstorm what y'all want. Something related to our campaign for 12K. This is awesome. Thank you so much. So call time. Also, someone asked about my transit stances. I'm just saying it so I remember to go back to that. So call time is how a lot of politicians get the majority, if not the majority of their money. And you literally just sit in a office calling rich people all day, every day. I feel like that should be stacked on there. Yeah. And this is how a lot of not just, do I do that? There we go. How a lot of, like, this is how elected officials and candidates get their money. And everyone hates it. The people that are giving the calls hate it. The people that are taking the calls hate it. No one's having a good time. But we just have this idea that we have to do it this way. And whenever you ask, why are we doing it this way? The answer you get is always the same. And it's, well, this is what we do. And I don't think that's a good enough answer. So we decided to try something different with this campaign and do live streaming instead. And it's been really incredible. We've been able to hit these goals. We've been able to get money for our campaign. Now, like, what does your money go to when you donate to our campaign? Well, for anyone that's worked in politics, you probably know that you are criminally underpaid. We pay our staff a living wage. Everyone gets paid a minimum wage. Hi, kitty. Of $25 an hour, because that's what we think the minimum wage should be nationwide. We also operate as a mutual aid hub. Our campaign office does, and we try to make sure that all of our events are. Ooh, how about for 12K we get specific D&D stickers for that stream. Okay.
We want that.
If we hit 12K, we will do specific D&D stickers for that stream. But so the thing with call time is that now you have an entire system that is reliant on the rich. And as oligarchs keep consolidating power and keep trying to control narratives, that means that we maybe shouldn't do that. And so we've done these, and it's really fun because we get to talk to folks, and we get to do something different, and we get to try something different. Also, running a campaign is hard, and it's really nice to be able to do things I like, because usually when I'm trying to decompress, I am not able to. I'm just constantly thinking about the campaign. Where do I want this to go? Put it in here. But so our campaign, like we operate our campaign as a mutual aid hub. You can come in and get what you need, from coats to, by the way, if you're coming to our winter party this Friday, you can get, please bring some winter gear, any extra winter gear that you have that you want to, maybe you don't need anymore. People come in all the time to get coats and to get gloves and scarves and stuff like that. Also Narcan and toiletries, hygiene kits, a whole variety of things. We just really try to make our campaign as accessible and as helpful as possible, because I think the most convincing thing you can do for voters is show your actions and not just tell people what you stand for. So that's what you are funding when you donate to our campaign. Additionally, you're supporting a campaign that's not supported by billionaires. We don't take a cent from corporate donors, from PACs like APAC, and APAC actively hates us, which is always fun. Where does this guy go? So yeah, that's why we started doing this. And make sure to subscribe, like, etc. We like having y'all here. And Asha has sent me some donors.
Ignore the images and just read out the names.
Amazing. All right, we have some donors to shout out. Aaron S., thank you so much. Jeremiah W., thank you so much. Ramon B., Madison B., Andrew S. was 69, nice. Andrew S., maybe same Andrew, maybe not. We'll find out. Andrew, same. Zachary W., thank you so much. Danny W., thank you so much. Zachary E., Samuel S., Meg T., Michaela B., Ian G., Luna S., Dick O., Heather J., Jess K., Dave M., Drew M., Hasib A., Jacob L., Eleanor E., and Michael M. Thank you so much for your donation. Y'all can get a shout out and support a grassroots campaign like ours at catforillinois.com/stream. And there's more coming, don't worry.
Fear not.
Someone said, why don't the rich donate to food banks? Because they don't care. We actually, when the government shutdown was happening, we tried to use our resources to help food banks right now, even though for every meal a food bank can supply, SNAP supplies 9. So we were donating $2,500 to the Niles Township Food Pantry until the shutdown ended. It ended shortly after because apparently we're just putting people through hell for no reason. And so, yeah, we really try to use our resources to help people right now and make a difference right now. Oh, transit. Someone asked about transit. Please drop your questions in the chat. Also flagging what gave your campaign the most traction. How did you find people to help with the campaign? I tried to put the cat in the driver's seat. I'm sorry. So for transit, I actually don't own a car. I'm a public transit girly. I have narcolepsy, so I actually found out because I totaled my car when I was 17. I fell asleep at the wheel. But also I just don't like cars. I like living in a city where I can get around through public transit. It's more affordable. I can like read when I'm going places, which is nice. And so our big thing for public transit right now is we need like nationwide rail, but we also in the meantime need to be putting federal funding into operations costs, which is something that a lot of places don't get. Most states don't get that, and they have to fund transit through A, fares, and B, and B, just like funding from the state. There was a huge fiscal cliff with transit in Illinois this year. Luckily, it did get funded, but this is how people get around, and ideally how we can all get around. Big fan of public transit. So someone asked, what gave your campaign the most traction, and how did you find people to help with the campaign? So I am really lucky that I have a large platform. I built it myself with my own reporting on the right, but it's still a huge privilege to have. So I was able to launch online, and I was able to launch our campaign online, and it went pretty much instantly viral. I think a lot of that is how I spoke about our current system and how my experience in anti-authoritarianism is relevant right now. Hi, kitty. Look how cute he is. And I found people to help with the campaign. It was actually really hard at first. The person I started this campaign with, Sam, he was introduced to me by a friend, and we just kind of went out on a wing and a prayer because there's this thing, if you are running against an incumbent, a lot of people won't even give your campaign the time of day. I had people hang up, and then when we raised $24,000 or $204,000 in 24 hours, they were like, hey, wait, actually, my finger slipped. Do you want to do business now? So yeah, it was hard to find people to work on the campaign. A lot of our campaign staff is pretty young because it's people that believe in this mission and aren't worried about professional repercussions, but it's very real. It's also really inaccessible to run for office if you're not already rich.
You gotta start cracking on some of these donuts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I have so many to shout out.
So many.
Okay.
Usually I wouldn't say anything, but yeah.
All right. We got some donors to shout out. We're going to do this rapid fire. Also, can you adjust the goal, Asha?
Yes.
All right. Ready. Colby C, thank you so much. Christina N with 69, nice. Jessica L, Jacob M, Chelsea F, Isabella T, Alex H with 69, nice. Ross C, Jason C, Sage L, Danny J, David B with $100, thank you so much. W David in the chat. Eric H, Riley H, Alex W with 69, nice. Kevin C, Megan Z, Mari S, Gerald L, Debbie C, David K with $225. That goes so far on a campaign like this one, so thank you so much. Nicholas P, Maho R, Andrew S, James W, Andrew T, JRF, Zachary W with $420. W Zachary in the chat. Lisbon M, great to see you. Daniel B, Chloe P with 69, nice. Connor F, Eric E, Charlie M, Nicholas B, Justin M with $100. Adam K, Crystal C, Brittany G, Aaron J, Michelle W, Florian W, Ben S, Charlie M, John S, Jason W, Jonathan R, Clayton D, Zachary W, Heidi L, Brennan L, which we're thinking is probably Brennan, $420. W, Brennan in the chat. We're almost through, folks, but we want to make sure we thank every single person who donates to this campaign. If you want to be shouted out, donate at catforillinois.com/stream. Richard P, Chris F, Kimberly D, Sam P with $1,000. Holy cow, that goes so far on this campaign. Thank you. Andrew A, Catherine B, Lal S, Neil S, great to see you. David H, Miles M, Cooper S, Andrew F, James H, Andrew L, Jennifer B, Mariano R, Charlie M, Jacob R, Elena M with $1,000. W Elena and W Sam, thank you so much, guys. You just paid for like most of our rent for our campaign office, which helps hundreds of people every single month get what they need. Connor B, Brett S, Jake W, Allison H, Heather N, Patrick M, Jessica B, Isis Q, Aiden S, Peter E, Justin M, Jonathan L, Mark C. Someone put their name as Heater's Catnip Donor, and we'll have to follow up with you because we have to follow FEC rules, but very funny. And John S. Woo! We made it through. Drop your questions in the chat while we play a cozy game. Yay! And this game is called Organized Inside. I saw someone asked. That toy looks sus, but okay. Was wondering about campaign finance laws and Twitch donations. So there was a reason that we asked people to donate through ActBlue. I know it's a bit more of a pain in the ass, but it's really incredible how many people have done so when we're asking you to go to a different website. Yeah, we have to take certain information for the FEC to follow the law, which we always try to do. And part of that is like this information about your employer and your occupation that we have to ask. Holy cow, Michael G with $200. Thank you so much. Did you start the campaign with the goal of finding an alternative to call time, or was that something you decided to pursue along the way? Frankly, I didn't really know about call time, and then everyone was like, you have to do this. And so we tried to do it differently. We would call our existing donors, and the first priority would to be update them on the campaign. And then the second would be, we would ask, hey, if you want to and you are able, X amount of dollars will pay for Y expense. And those conversations were great. They usually went really well, but you're still spending so much time leaving voicemails. You could be connecting with voters. You could be doing literally anything else and connecting with people in real time, which is something I really like about campaigning. And so Asha was doing my call time with me, and it was making me lose my mind. And eventually I was just like, I can't do this. There has to be a better way to do this. Holy cow, Jason W with $150. Remember, if we hit 12K when we do our campaign one shot, we will make sure that we have stickers for our donors. So you can get a fun limited edition sticker, just like we'll have at our telethon this week on Sunday. You can come on Sunday from 6 to 12, right, Asha? 6 to 12, we will be live that entire time, covering everything, talking about stuff. We got surprises, we got fun things, we got cookies, we got blah blah blah. Also, someone mentioned in the chat, if you are wondering if you're going to start getting texts from campaigns you've never heard of after you donate to us, no, because we don't sell your info. When you get texts from random campaigns, it's not because Act Blue sold your info. Sadly, it's because a campaign you donated to. Holy shit, we got a $1,000 donation. It disappeared because so many of y'all are donating.
So many people donating. Sam P, $1,000.
Sam P with $1,000. W Sam, thank you so much, Sam. This is incredible. And if anyone wants to donate a large amount, if you're not sold today, consider being one of our matching donors this weekend for our telethon, our streamathon. Sorry, I'm trying to make them in rainbow order. Almost at 12K. Woo! This is so exciting. This was such a fun stream. It's really funny seeing the people on our staff who are huge nerds and who isn't a huge nerd, because all of us huge nerds were like embarrassingly excited about today. And it was so worth it. It was so worth it. Wait, this is a cute idea. During the one shot, you should use a D100, and anyone who donates $100 can submit a story plot or something. And when you play, you can roll to see which one you use. Or like if you donate a certain amount, you can make a roll for one of us.
Yes, I like that.
Or have like a portent roll.
Ooh, a portent is cute.
Why does the FEC want to know who employs you? I don't know, man. Ask the FEC. But we do have to follow the law, because following the law is good.
Following the law is awesome. I love following the law.
I love following the law. Rainbow order. Oh, this is cute. If you're doing 5e, you could have small donations, give advantage or disadvantage.
Ooh, yeah.
This would be really cute for like a longer stream.
You see?
How many 1K donors tonight to this minute? I think we have 4?
Something like that.
3 or 4? How are we feeling about this game, y'all? I'm just like doing something chill because we had a really fun time. And Asha and I were trying to be so normal.
Did I do a good job of being normal?
Did I do a good job of being normal?
I think you did a good job But you're
Thank
also
you.
better at acting normal around like idols than I am. You and I wish Siobhan Thompson. Like you're cool.
I don't get starstruck by like anyone, but if you're doing D&D and I like watching it, you bet I'm gonna be a huge nerd.
Yeah,
You bet I'm gonna be embarrassing about it. 10.4K raised in almost 2 hours. F call time. Damn right. Aren't people jealous that you raise money this way instead of call time? Yes, this has literally been a criticism that some of our friends have gotten.
My mama just texted me.
Oh my god. Do you want to say it on stream? You don't have to.
My mama doesn't know how to use Twitch, and she just texted me. Mama donates $100. Mama means mother's mother. It's my grandmother, basically.
That's
I
so
love
cute.
you, Mama. But you see what I mean when I said everybody, like this was like my wedding? Like everybody knew about this stream.
They were like, we're never getting fucking grandchildren. But yeah, so we had someone that was like, you need to stop talking to Kat. She doesn't even do call time. And my friend was like, yeah, are you jealous? Which damn right. I'm gonna do. Karen E was 69. Nice. I'm trying to scroll up to when we were listing a bunch of names for questions. If you ask a question I didn't answer, please feel free to drop it in the chat. Is the holy cow sound quiet? That's cool. I can turn it up. I was worried about it being too loud. Holy cow. Special Kitty Awards front and center. I'm so lucky that I have the most special kitty in the world. Her name is Heater. And I would die for her. Like, I just can't be normal about my cat.
That's okay.
And that's okay. I do love Asha talking about when she talks to her classmates about me and people that are like really excited about the campaign. And she's like, this girl's obsessed with her cat. Like, she's not cool. And
Yeah,
Asha is correct. Asha
Well, it's
is
because
correct.
You're forgetting that the weird part is that people are like, "Oh, she can't hear me." The silly part is that people are like, "Wait, you're like friends with her? Like you like hang out? Like do you like talk to her?" And I have to be like, "Yeah, she's just really into her cat." Like everybody that you see on the internet is just a normal person.
And she's really embarrassing with her boyfriend.
I didn't say that. I would never say that.
True, though.
Yeah, but like, you gotta keep some level of cred.
Will there be a Heater character in the one shot?
Yes,
Asha said yes. That could have been our reward.
that's okay.
Do you think that you risk making less in this space in terms of fundraising via live stream if other reps start doing it? I don't really care. I think it's great to have a system that's not reliant on rich people. And so if I make less because other people are doing it, cool. Campaigns should cost less in general. They cost an exorbitant amount of money, and that's part of why I'm running, to get that money out. So let's share the wealth and get some public funding of elections, yeah? I don't want to cover up all the toys. Except that one that looks kind of like a dildo. Okay, how about here?
Catherine asks to plug Streamathon more and how folks can do matching donations.
All right, cool. So this Sunday, we are doing our Streamathon. So we thought, hey, we want to celebrate of 3 months without any call time. So we are streaming for 12 hours straight. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
No.
Or no, 6 hours straight. Sorry, I don't know math. I know some math. I'm really locked in on organizing this pet food. Anyways, it's going to be a lot of fun. You guys should tune in. And also, if you are able, consider being a matching donor. We've had matching donations before. Thank you, Vi. And they were really successful getting other people to donate. So our goal is to go into the new year with ready to kick ass and take some names. And we need your help to do that. CAFRIllinois.com/stream. Or you can just shoot us a message on Discord, and you can join our Discord at discord.gg/CapForIllinois. So many options. Why can't I make them like 3 of them on this? All right, looking at here. Asha, are we playing 5e for the one shot?
Either 5e or kids on bikes. It just depends on what, if we want to do roleplay versus combat.
Cool.
Probably 5e though, because the people love D&D. And that's what you know best, and I think that's what Andre knows best.
I don't know why I'm struggling so hard to get this pet food in here. Oh no, it's not gonna be all the way. I'm gonna lose it. Oh my god.
Good.
Yeah. I just don't know why this game won't let me organize how I want to. What game is this? It's called Organized Inside. I like cute little games. That make me feel like the world's not on fire.
Yay!
Yay, world not on fire. Wouldn't that be cool? Also, Ben, if you're watching, hi. Okay. Have you played A Little to the Left? Yes. I love to door knock, but I don't understand Discord. Is it easy? Yeah, it's basically Slack for gamers is how we describe it. And I think that's the best way to describe it. Shout out to my buddy Matt for describing it like that to me once. And I was like, damn, that's a really good way to explain it. Also, come to our Canvas launch in Buffalo Grove this weekend. Help us knock some doors. Discord.gg/CatForIllinois or CatForIllinois.com/events. It's a lot of fun. I love knocking doors. I think it's a great way to get out in the community. It's a great way to connect with people. A lot of us feel more separate from each other since COVID, and knocking doors is a great way to kind of alleviate that feeling. So knock some doors with us. CatForIllinois.com/events. Woo! I know I'm being really meticulous about this, but I'm just like, I'm thrilled over the last few hours.
So crazy. I'm gonna rewatch that clip of him saying, but I'm gonna do a good job DMing every time I don't prep for a session.
You're so precious, Sasha. We love you so much.
Love you more. I can't believe we're about to reach 12K.
I know. Donate at CatForIllinois.com/stream. We still got an hour to go, and we're $1,000 away from 12K.
I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'm so buzzed.
Can we update stream title? Someone asked.
Yes, indeed, on Twitch.
got the endorsement that matters.
Or are you talking about the endorsement that dropped today?
I was talking about the Brennan Lee Mulligan endorsement.
No. You're talking
Guys,
about
we're
the
so close to
endorsement that
12K.
dropped today. The cat.
Oh my God. Wait, guys, are you following our official Cat for Illinois account, which is our official account, and it's a shit posting account? Because we had a really incredible endorsement by. Hold on.
Like
God
big
damn it.
cheddar or something.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at this guy that endorsed me. Cheddar Bob.
You might need to go full screen.
Cheddar Bob endorses Cat Abagazale. Hold on, I gotta. There we go. Look at that guy. Follow our account on Instagram and Blue Sky, Cat for Illinois. And also, if you want to tag us on Instagram with a picture of your cat endorsing me, use hashtag Cat for Cats and tag us, and we can put you on Cat for Illinois as part of our Cat for Cats endorsement campaign. Web React. Why does she look so sad? She just needs a kitty. We're so close to hitting 12K, guys. We're 1,000 away. Can you donate $5 to catforillinois.com/stream? And if you can't, can you text a friend the link to this stream?
Ew. Oh, what is the hashtag that you want? Hashtag
Cats for Cat?
cats for cat. Sorry.
Yeah, so if any of our vols have had someone said, do you get posters and stuff? Have you had any bad experiences door knocking? How about you, Kat? If you volunteer for us, we have lots of exclusive volunteer merch. We have a bunch of posters at our campaign office. We give you an I'm a Cat Person shirt. We love our vols and are very grateful for their help. So there are things in it for you besides just helping us with the democratic process. However, in terms of experiences door knocking, I've had pretty much universally great experiences door knocking. Even like the kind of negative ones have been like I talked about this last stream. I had a guy that asked me, he was like, "Are you progressive?" And I said extremely, and he goes, "That I'm not interested." And I was like, you know what? That's fine. You were assertive. You were polite about it. Totally fine. But I love talking to people. I'm a yapper. So you can help us door knock or phone bank at discord.gg/catforillinois. And don't forget to tune in for our streamathon. We have fun guests. We're going to bake. I'm going to teach people how to make dolmas, aka stuffed grape leaves. That wasn't on the plan. I'm springing this on Asha right now, but I really want dolmas and I think it'd be fun. So we're not just eating sweets all day, because then it'll be cookies and gingerbread and we'll have nothing else for dinner.
I'm making gingerbread, and I'm buying you dinner.
Oh, you're buying dinner?
Yeah, you're gonna have dinner on stream.
Oh, I'm going to have dinner on stream. Okay, never mind. Then maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do that for a different stream.
For a different stream.
For a different stream.
We can't put all our eggs in one place.
I just really wanted dolmas today, honestly.
No, I can. Yeah, when Catherine lets us know the things, I'll show you the plan I have.
Amazing. But we're going to be doing a lot of fun stuff. We have fun guests coming on. We have a bunch of fun things.
Back, I need you to run it over.
So come to our stream Sunday night, 6 p.m. to 12 a.m.
6 p.m. to midnight, and we've got a cool little video dropping soon.
And we got a cool little video dropping soon. And also we are putting this little guy here. This is so lovely. Someone said, I tried Rocky's Tacos. It was good. What's your favorite thing? The quesadilla. It's so good. It's so good. What neighborhood am I in Chicago? I am in Rogers Park. We are sitting in our little Rogers Park apartment a few blocks from the campaign office. And yeah, cozy little place. Also the chips. Those are my favorite parts of Rocky's Tacos.
I also DM'd you more.
Asha already also DM'd me some more donors. So let's shout them out. Donald A, great to see you, bud. Thank you so much. Michael G with $200. Holy cow. Thank you. That goes a far way on a campaign like this. John P and Jason C with $150 each. Thank you so much. Jonathan D, Sam P with $1,000. Holy cow. We are so unbelievably grateful. This is your second $1,000 donation to this stream. Truly, our $1,000 donations alone for this have paid for our rent this month, and it's crazy that is just like barely a third of the donations that came in today. But Sam P, truly thank you. Alex M, John Z, Dylan M, Brandon S, Karen E, Timothy V, Robert K, Michael G, and then Michael G again with $200. Thank you so much. Kevin O, Florian W, Daniel C, and Jonathan M with $150. Thank you so much, guys. Are candidates allowed to pay themselves a salary with campaign funds? So this is actually interesting. I've talked about this a bit on stream. So for federal office, you can pay yourself a salary if you are a non-incumbent candidate. And this is calculated as half of your average income over the last 5 years. So if you've been making like $100,000 over the last 5 years, you're good to go. If you say are like a dad for a family of 4 and you've been making $32K, which is the federal poverty line, that's slashed down to $16,000, which means it someone asked how much our rent is. Our campaign office rent is $3,000 a month. Which means that like candidate salaries are pretty much only helpful if you're already pretty well off, and it makes it even more inaccessible to run for office if you're not rich. And so we calculated mine. I graduated into the pandemic. We realized that it would be like $12 a day, and after payroll taxes, it just wasn't worth it. So yeah, we just don't. So I've just been emptying my savings, going into a little bit of debt, getting some help from my partner who's taken on way too much responsibility, but I'm very grateful for it. And getting through this. But for a lot of candidates, you have to already be wealthy to be able to run for office. Why is this so hard? Go away.
Holy cow.
You guys are really encouraging me to door knock. Maybe I'll see what I'm doing on Sunday. Oh my God, please come out. It's a lot of fun. It's a huge blast. I love door knocking. I love hanging out with folks. And I'm just really grateful for all of the amazing people I've met on this campaign. Like there are all these folks that I had no idea I would... Pretty much everyone working on the campaign, I have never met them before. And now they're like people that I know intimately well who we're all fighting for a better world. And it's just really sick that we get to do it together. And I'm very grateful to know them. And the same goes for our volunteers. We have so many volunteers that like when you come in, we learn who you are. We become friends. We have an amazing staff that's very, that tries to be as receptive as we can with our volunteers and make sure that everyone feels heard and seen. Our Discord admin, Francis, is incredible. She just started full time. W Francis in the chat. It's a blast. I might mute this music because it's the same. And then put on some Zelda lo-fi. One sec. This is actually so embarrassing. On my Wrapped for this year, my top 5 most listened to albums were video game lo-fi albums. And I was like, cool, I'm an embarrassing person. Sick. Awesome. Can y'all hear that? Is that too loud? How's the volume? Let me know.
It's pretty good.
Cool. Why is it getting so zoomed in? There we go.
Is this an apartment of a cat?
No, it's a little cat. Every single level in here has this little cat who just goes around and hangs out with people. And this is someone trying to organize their desk, their office area.
Holy cow.
Yeah. It's like you haven't been paying attention, Asha.
I'm gonna be so honest with you, I haven't. I've been staring at this screenshot of me and Brennan Lee Mulligan on the same screen.
Is this a Japanese game? I believe it's from a Chinese game developer, but I'd have to double check that. Are there things you wanted to ask a political candidate? Now is the time. Ask me. I'm here. Anything. And it doesn't even have to be about politics. I like talking about other stuff. I have lots of hobbies. I have a cat. Name 3. I knit. I embroider. I hang out with Heater. I play guitar.
2 of those are fiber arts, which is one hobby.
Okay, that's one hobby because it's fiber arts. Okay. I play guitar. I do fiber arts. I give Heater little kisses on her head. Does giving kisses on her head count as a hobby?
No.
Okay. Someone asked if I started guitar during COVID. Yes, that is true. I do a lot of scrapbooking. I have fallen behind on my planner this year because it's just been, God, running a campaign is so hard, guys. But I'm hoping to record the first 3 months of the primary in my planner this year as an outlet. Just let me press the thing. Jesus. Guitar stream goal, and you have to sing all the Lucy Gray Baird songs. No.
No, I said they have to listen to me sing on the list. You don't have to sing shit if you don't want to. I get to talk about Rachel Ziegler.
Kitty. Oh, I forgot this is in here. Oh. Shout out Julia. Someone asked, are you a cat belly heifer? Why do cats smell so nice? That's a great question, and I do think Heater smells amazing. Also, I'm gonna go pee. Asha, take the reins.
I got it. Now Riptide's gonna be stuck in my head. Hi to all of my family watching who came because this is a bigger deal to me than my wedding. Granted, I'm saying that. I'm not. My face was fully out of camera. Oh, sorry. Yay! Hi, everybody. Yeah, wait, what do you mean, dude, what? Dude, I watch so much D20. You know how people, like, watch, like, a comfort show or, like, listen to things? I fully... Ooh, NPCs after donors. That's a very good idea. I will do that. Yeah, I wonder... yeah, so that happened. Yeah, D20 is 100%. Whatever a comfort show is, it's that for me. I've watched probably like 500 hours, dude. I've watched every single season like back to back at least 2 times. Never After, I think I've probably seen 4 times all the way through. Never After is my favorite campaign. I love Starstruck. I love how silly it is. Never After takes the cake for me. Ilfa is one of my favorite characters of all time. Favorite season, like I said, is my favorite non-Intrepid Hero season is Never Stop Blowing Up. That I have also seen 3 times. It's very, very, very good. Next favorite Dropout show. I like Game Changer. But D20 is it for me. D20 was the reason I listened to a lot of D&D in middle school, and then I didn't know anybody in my life who played D&D, and I thought it was just like kind of, not to be lame, but like everybody that I knew who played D&D was like a boy and white and typically not great to women, and so I never thought I could play. And then I just thought it was something that had like fallen by the wayside, and then I got really back into listening to D20 over COVID, like late COVID. And then when I came to college, I met my awesome, incredible group of friends, and now I play D&D with them. And I run a game online with some of my friends who live in Arizona, Harmony, Paul, AJ, and Angelica, if you guys are watching, and Holden. I love you all dearly. Sorry, I got excited talking about my friends because I love my friends. My favorite non-D&D system. I'm not that familiar with non-D&D systems. It's definitely a weak spot for me. I took a class on tabletop roleplay gaming that I did love, and we played a couple of cool things there. We played flat packs, which was kind of fun. It was really juvenile. I think if I ran a table for kids that were little, like I think if I ran a summer camp, I would do a flat pack for them. But I do really love Kids on Bikes. I think it's really, really good. I'm trying to convince my home game that we should maybe pivot to Kids on Bikes because they don't like to fight. They don't like combat. Like, they just want to role play. I am not based in Arizona. I'm based in Chicago. I love my country, Chicago, in the 9th District. But I am originally from Ohio. And but I have friends. Ohio mentioned. But I have friends who live in Arizona now, or who have lived in Arizona. Do I know the Adventure Zone? I have heard of the Adventure Zone. I've had it recommended to me a lot. Thank you, Eric D, for the 32. I do really appreciate it. Kids on Bikes is good. What is my favorite class? I love the new Monk updates. I love the 2024 Monk updates. I really think it's fun. I really, really think it's fun. Yes. Thank you for Ohio mention. Yes. Fortune in the Dark and other story-forward games are good. Yeah, that's my thing, is that, like, specifically for the game I play in Evanston, like, with my friends, we just want to roleplay. Like, the 5e mechanics aren't the best, aren't the most conducive for that always, if you're not really, like, fighting. And so I want to convince them to do a more story-forward mechanic, but it's kind of a tough sell, because they've already learned 5e. And it's all of our first times playing. I played for the first time with them, and it's crazy because through playing D&D, I found out that my dad used to play in the 80s. And so I really want to run a campaign for him and my family. Because, like, isn't that so sweet? Like, it's become, like, a generational thing. And a lot of that is due to D20, and that's why I freaked out so bad when Brennan Lee Mulligan was here. I've been to Indiana. It's beautiful in the fall. It is. Take an Amtrak from St. Louis to Chicago. I've thought about it so that I can DM with my friends. I think it would be so fun. But I am busy producing streams 3 times a week. I'm not taking over the show. I'm out right now.
Thank you, baby.
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
Everyone say thank you, producer Asha. I always ate a bunch of chips really fast and the sauce was really spicy. Look how cute this little cat is. I don't know who's on fire. Kat, what do you think about ranked choice voting? Very pro ranked choice voting. And like in my race, this is a 17 candidate race. We are tied for first, which is really exciting. But whoever win could possibly win with like 20-25% of the vote, and that's anti-democratic. I'd rather lose with ranked choice voting than win that way. So when we win, that's the first thing I'm going to say. We need ranked choice voting nationwide, and we need that just needs to be established. Okay, my mouth's cooling down. God, I love spicy food. Okay. Oh, look at that little whale plushie. So cute.
Holy cow.
Donate catforillinois.com/stream. Guys, we got 30 minutes to hit the last $800 so we can have D&D themed campaign stickers for our campaign live stream. For our campaign. Holy cow. Joseph F., thank you so much for the $150. Question for both of you, favorite D20 PCs and NPCs. Favorite NPC, Bud Cubby.
Love.
I think that's probably my fave. But like I really love all like rewatching Fantasy High right now, so I'm a little biased. There are a lot of really great NPCs from like I'm in sophomore year right now. Sophomore year is great. I think it's the best season so far. All of them are great. Of Fantasy High. Kitty. But of course all of them are great. Yeah, I think that Bud Cubby's probably my favorite NPC. I think my favorite who's my favorite PC? I'm trying to think of every campaign I've watched. I think Zach Oyama is just legendary at making really funny but also thoughtful characters. I mean, everyone is though. This is a really hard question.
Very good.
I'm gonna stick to Fantasy High just because that's what I've been watching. I think probably Riz Gak is my favorite PC, but once again, I love all of them. And the correct answer besides Cubby is Galir. Donate catforillinois.com/stream. Everyone who donates $10 or more during our campaign that Asha will DM will get a sticker if we do it. If y'all reach 12K. So we just need $800 more. No, $628. Chat, I want to hear a holy cow. That's right. Also, a huge thanks to our mods today for having a big influx of new people and handling it amazingly. We love our mods, and if you're not in our Discord, you should join discord.gg/catforillinois. W mods in the chat. God, this game has the most satisfying sounds. Can I fit anything else in there? I guess not.
Holy cow.
I love the sound of a holy cow, guys. Who else will be playing on the campaign besides me? Probably staff.
Staff. Andre and Arius for sure.
Andre and Arius for sure. Who got their producer heater stickers when we did our last sticker stream? I saw a lot of people's came in the mail today, and it was very exciting. Heater is my cat for any new people who are not aware of who's like, who the fuck is Heater? She's amazing. She's orange. And she is the size of a thimble. She's the most perfect thing to ever exist, and I love her so much. God, that's so real to have chili sauce in here. It's criminal I didn't introduce heater to Brennan. I would pick her up, but she doesn't like that when we're on stream. She likes it when it's just me. I didn't want to put her in that spot. Yay, new sticker. Yay, new sticker. Guys, I love stickers so much. They're all great. When I was a kid, I definitely didn't. I was always scared of like hurting stickers' feelings by only using some, by putting them on and then you can never use them again. So as an adult, I just use all the stickers and it makes me happy. Can I put the mouse in there? Yeah. Nice. God dang it. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Guys, we got 620 bucks to go. Can we do it?
Ooh, did you shout out this last batch of donors?
Oh, no, I didn't.
On 8/11?
We got some donors to shout out. Donald A, Michael G with $200. Thank you so much. Michael G with $200 twice. Thank you. Jason P with 150 and Jason C with 150. W, Michael, John, and Jason in the chat. Jonathan D, Sam P with $1,000 yet again. Sam P, you are the MVP. Thank you so much. Alex M, John Z, Dylan M, Brandon S, Karen E, Jonathan M with $150, Timothy V,
Holy
Robert
cow.
K. Did I shout these ones out?
I think you might have.
I might have
You're
shouted them
reading
out.
That's okay. I got a new badge coming soon.
But we got a new batch coming soon.
It's okay. They were big nuppies.
We have had so many donors today.
So many, it's crazy.
This game was made with AI? Where do you see that? That's so sad if that's true.
Holy shit.
That would make this game a lot less enjoyable and I probably would stop playing it.
AI or just ML?
I don't know. Someone said just letting you know this game is made with AI.
Okay, just saying new batch.
All right, new ones. Justin I, thank you so much. Donald A, Nikki J, David L, Eric D, Joseph
Holy
F,
cow.
Danny W, and Jarab W with $420. Thank you so much. W Jarab, that's Jarob in the chat.
And we just got another one from Donald A again.
And we got another one with Donald A. Shout out Donald A. It's always great to see you.
Hold down for it, honestly. Background music. Somebody put the Twitch chat of the AI description.
Well, we're playing with different music, so I don't like that. Chat, you get to decide if I keep playing this game. Do you want to make a poll, Asha?
Yeah, I can make it bold.
Asha's gonna make a poll.
I make it bold. Hopefully it works this time.
Holy cow.
I'm glad I put on the Zelda lo-fi. Damn. I haven't said I was like, this music's getting repetitive, y'all.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, Jonathan M!
Holy cow, Jonathan M with $620. We reached our goal. So guess what? We're gonna have stickers on our campaign.
Yes.
Yay! Thank you so much. This is so exciting. Holy cow. Thank you so much. This is so...
Sick. This is also, I think, officially the most we've ever raised on a stream.
This is the most we've ever raised on a stream. Thank you, Brennan.
Thank you, Brennan.
Yeah, let's add an extra 2K on there. I don't know what the goal will be, but you guys can decide.
Well, we only got 20 minutes left.
We only got 20 minutes left. So we're going to put it in just for funsies. All right, let's do the poll.
Yes.
So apparently the music for this game is made with AI. We are not listening to the music from this game. We're listening to Zelda Lo-Fi, which is my most listened to album from this year. So it's up to y'all. Make sure to put a hashtag in when you're voting,
Yes.
so your vote will count. Do we continue playing this game?
Okay, or maybe it wants me dead. Okay, no, wait.
Sorry, buddy. You're going in the box.
Holy cow.
Holy cow, Michael G.
Holy cow, Michael G. I can't see how much Michael G donated because of... Thank you, Michael G.
Somebody said goal that I make everybody wear costumes for campaign.
For this goal, Asha, apparently someone said we all have to wear costumes for campaign.
I think that's fun.
All right, the people have spoken. We stopped playing the game. Probably a good call. Get me out of this game.
AI.
I'm full AI.
Full AI.
Just so y'all know, we have a anti-generative AI policy. I'm trying to get out of here. I promise. It's not letting me go, even if I press escape.
My mom says you look lovely. It's past your bedtime.
Oh, I love your mom. All right. What do we want to do now, guys? We got 20 minutes.
Holy cow.
Ba-boom, ba-ba-boom, boom. I don't know. We're just chilling. Don't know if you think AI sucks. Anti-generative AI here. Quick Hades run? You don't have to tell me twice.
Holy cow.
Yes?
My Steam Deck is in my room. Can you grab it? I want to make sure Hades isn't on there. So that way I can play it. Donate if you want that shit regulated, because we're for regulating AI, particularly in the medical sphere, and also when it comes to, I mean, like, it's the one thing that Republicans were like, no, for Trump's big bullshit bill. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
You the best.
You got
Oh, nope, we're good. All right, cool. Hades speedrun, any percent, smash generative AI. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hades 2.
These two, yes?
Uh-huh. Ah, that's such a bummer about that game. It was so cute.
Many such cases.
Many such cases. I wish I could donate, but I'll have to wait till later in the week, waiting on the paycheck. Do something nice for your neighbor instead of donating to us. If it's going to significantly negatively affect your financial situation, we always encourage people to not donate.
Holy cow.
We want to, shit's hard. Life's hard. I was doing a randomized chaos trial. But let's do, let's do the fastest speedrun we can do. Above.
Is this a good camera placement or do you want it down below?
I think it's good camera placement.
Okay, yay.
Yay.
I just want to check.
Just to check. Do. God, this game slaps so hard. I'm trying to 100% it. It's harder than I expected. How many doors have y'all knocked so far? So we did a huge door knocking campaign for petitioning, so I don't have the exact numbers on that, but a shit ton. This weekend we knocked over 2,000 doors, which was incredible. How's volume, guys?
Volume good. I just got Catherine to plug Friday concert.
And then this Friday, if you want to hang out, we will be having our event, our holiday party, which is called Our Lawyer Made Us Change the Name of this show. Come hang. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we've got DJ, we've got Malort and Savior, which was at our punk show. No, God damn it. And we've got just a great time overall. I'm very excited. We also have drag. We have a drag show that's going to be there. We'll have some fun merch. We will have, I'm going to be there. Ben's going to be there. Staff's going to be there. We're just going to have a great time. So come enjoy some holiday cheer at Book Club Friday night. What's the link for tickets again? Can you ask Catherine?
Yeah. I'm asking, but trust it will be in the. It will be in chat. I will plug it in chat.
Asha will plug in chat for our holiday party. I'm just really excited about playing Hades 2 again. I love Hades 2. So everyone's gonna want you to hate the this weapon, but the aspect of Persephone is so goated. You get level ups on pretty much almost any boon. It's amazing. I love these double holy cows. Yeah, sure. And then I'll get a sacrifice boon. Everyone say W Mayjoy, one of our mods and one of our incredible volunteers. She came to our campaigns giving, which was really nice. And we played a board game. I remember when we met on July 4th, and it was so nice to talk to you. And now I get to see you all the time. We love our vols. Volunteer for us at discord.gg/CAFR-Illinois. If you want us to wear silly costumes while we do our campaign, donate at CAFRIllinois.com/stream. This is the most we've ever raised on a stream. And we still have our telethon coming up, which is, remember, Sunday night, 6 p.m. to midnight. We'll be streaming for 6 straight hours, doing lots of fun stuff. Yeah, help us celebrate 3 months of no call time. This is the most we've ever raised on a stream so far. We're hoping to smash that on Sunday. So donate at CAFRIllinois.com/stream.
Make sure to smash that like and
Smash that like and subscribe button. This is seriously so incredible. Like, from the fundraising and also getting to hang out with Brennan and also learning that this cute little game I liked was actually made with AI. So disappointing. But we live and we learn. Are you planning on having any special guests for Sunday's upcoming stream? You bet we are. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Woohoo!
But you'll just have to tune in to find out. Also, who are some other guests that y'all would like to see? Drop it in the chat. Let us know. I've been missing all these streams. This is so much fun. I'm so glad that y'all are having fun. I always worry that people aren't having fun on the stream, so I'm glad that you are. Kat, make sure you have something sugary ready for when the stream ends and Asha's adrenaline and blood sugar tank. Don't worry, we're gonna be good. I'm gonna say something controversial. I think Hades 2 is better than Hades 1 in terms of its game mechanics. It's faster. I played Hades 1. It's like still really fun. It's a fantastic revolutionary game. But Hades 2 game mechanics just can't be beat. Asha, how jealous do you think our opponents are that we got to raise $13,000 not calling rich people and begging for money, but instead playing games and talking to people we admired? Someone said, I've heard Hades 2 is just Hades but more. That's exactly what it is. It's Hades but more. It's double the Hades. There's so much game in this game. Boop, boop. Hades 2 feels better, but Hades 1 story is better. I think marginally Hades 1 story is a little bit better. But I do really like the story. I also love having 4 love interests. And also everyone's still hot, which is great. Because, like, here's my thing. People want to complain about how video games are unwoke because, like, women are in realistic armor. I'm not asking people to not have ridiculously hot characters. I just think it needs to be equal opportunity. You need every character needs to be hot, and in Hades they are, and I think that's great. Okay, so we defeated above ground in like 4 minutes and 18 seconds, I think. Yeah. Yeah, someone said you can have hot characters without being exploitative. Exactly.
Last 10 minutes. Where are the cows?
Where are the holy cows? Donate at CafeForIllinois.com/stream.
The cows have gone missing.
Moo. Kat, really important question. Have you ever considered watching One Piece? I am watching One Piece. I got past time skip, and then like between arcs I would like take a break, and then I just kind of fell behind, and so One Piece has been one of my campaign shows that I'm watching through, and yet I have still somehow managed to fall behind once again, but I really enjoy One Piece. Wait, someone said funny story about Cat in One Piece. What does that mean? What's the funny story? What am I missing about my own life? What are some expenses you have coming up? Any exciting campaign events you got to pay for? Yes, so I mean, we have our holiday party, we have our Canvas launches. Our field program is probably one of the most expensive things because we pay our staff a living wage. We have also just hired our new comms director, our press secretary, Ramiro. He's coming on tomorrow. We also brought on Francis full-time, who manages our Discord. And yeah, so we're going to be hiring a bunch of field organizers. So those are our biggest expenses. Additionally, we just have like regular campaign stuff we got to do. We got to pay for our compliance firm to make sure we're following the law. We've got to, do all the shit that makes campaigning wildly expensive and inaccessible. How many full-time staff do we have? I think 9, 10? Something like that. I will in a moment. We have 9 more minutes to get a shout out. Donate at CafeForIllinois.com/stream. If we raise $1,200 in the next 9 minutes, Asha will make us all wear costumes for our campaign where you guys are getting D&D stickers if you donate during it. We have a larger campaign staff than a lot of House races, but we have a lot of ground to, catch up on. A lot of my opponents are career politicians who have been in politics for a long time, run statewide races, and we are trying to make sure that we can catch up in name ID and win. The last poll showed us tied for first. We have an opportunity for a progressive populist to actually win this seat. And in such a Democratic district, the primary is very indicative of who's going to win the general. So if you want us to win, you are not backing some pipe dream. This is
Holy
absolutely possible. The election day is March 17th, but early voting starts in just under 2 months. That's right, 2 months. So help us reach people. We have mail coming up. We have a mail program that's very exciting. We are going to, do you think I can say? Ask Catherine if I can talk about our mail program. If I can give you all a little spoiler for being so amazing today. Seven more minutes to get a shout out, y'all. CaffreyIllinois.com/stream. Huh?
Holy cow.
Oh, other expenses we have coming up. We have ads that we are making and that we have made. We have had ads go up on streaming. We're going to have some go up on TV. And you guys might remember that when I launched the campaign, I was like, I don't want to do any TV ads. That's because I monitored right-wing media for a career and I'm kind of biased. But we are big on like actually listening to people when they give us feedback. And a lot of people in the district said that they were concerned about how we're going to reach especially older voters. And so we wanted to be able to be sure that we are reaching everyone, but we're also being really strategic in what we're making our ads on and where we're putting them, because we want to make sure that we aren't just plastering the airwaves and hoping that'll get us to win, because that's how I feel like a lot of the party has done things. And so we're trying to be really thoughtful in who we hire, what we do, and how we do it. So those are some of our expenses, our mail program, ads coming up, and our new hires. And they all cost a lot of money, especially because we pay everyone on our staff a living wage. Did she say we can?
She said, yes, we're about to make the first and largest investment in mail and TV for the audience.
Okay, so we are about to make our first and largest investment in mail and TV out of all the candidates. We're also the first candidate to get an ad up at all. It was an attack ad, and our attack was on ice. But our mail program, so I really like comics, and so we are making our mail collectible, and it will be a series of comics for a lot of people in the 9th District that you can collect and watch this entire story unfold, which is going to be really exciting and really fun. Yeah, we have a fantastic artist that's helping us with it. We're trying to do a lot of things creatively and use the stuff that does work, but do them in a way that fits us, such as, the live streaming and the way that we use our campaign office. And it's a lot of fun. So I'm very excited for our mail program, which is also something that you don't really get excited for. Can we buy the mailers if we are out of district? We might publish it as a series closer to the primary, but maybe not. Maybe that'll be a stream reward. Who knows? Holy cow, we love our donors. Thank you. Guys, I am breezing through this. To be fair, I'm doing it on no fear, but... Oh, shit. God damn it. Is Heater in the comic? She better be. I'm not signing off on anything if Heater's not in there. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes if you want to shout out. CaffreyIllinois.com/stream. This has been really incredible, guys. This has been maybe the most fun stream we've done yet. Like, it was so cool talking to Brennan Lee Mulligan. It was so much fun talking with all of you. I think we probably had the highest viewership we ever had. And we're just really freaking lucky. So thank you. We haven't seen Heater this whole stream. She's a sleepy girl. Eepy girl. I can't believe I got the best cat in the world. All right, I'm going to shout out donors after this, so get them ready. CaffreyIllinois.com/stream if y'all want to shout out. Do you have plans to sell or make campaign buttons? Yes. Yay! Those are coming. We're working on our merch. We already have some merch, though, so you can get that at CaffreyIllinois.com/store. Holy cow.
Holy cow.
I love these holy cows, guys. Oh, I said that I was going to shout out donors right now. All right. I should drop them in the chat. All right. Did I do this? Yes, I did. Adrian F., thank you so much. Jonathan M. with $620. Holy cow, thank you so much. Michael G. with $200. Thank you so much. Jonathan and W. Michael in the chat. This goes such a long way on a campaign like ours. Samuel S., thank you. Bobby K., Donald A., Adam R., Richard F., Matthew H., and Matthew L. with $150. W. Matthew in the chat. Thank you so much, guys. This was a lot of fun. Seriously. Just thank you. And we will see you on Thursday for a shorter stream. And then again on Friday from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. Thank you.